Hi and welcome to this video where I will be giving my thoughts on the songs for Eesti Laul 2024. There's Robin. A lot of people have been listening to the songs on Estonia's radio app. I wanted to wait for the show tonight at 8 PM. There seems to still be a normal news broadcast going on. I don't know if I'm clicking stuff wrong. I don't speak Estonian, but I will keep looking, see if I can get access to the show, and if I can't, then I'll listen to the songs on the radio app. Once again, I will not be recording my live reactions because I feel like that it just takes up too much footage, just too much of a hassle to edit, and isn't really worth that much in the end. So I will just be giving my thoughts at the end like I have been doing so far for the other countries. Alrighty, then I'll see you once I've listened to all the songs, or if there's any other updates that I've got that I need to record. Well, it's 8:15 PM now, and I'm still waiting on Eesti Laul Start 2024 to start. I don't know what's happening. I'm clicking on Eesti Laul Start 2024 and it's showing me news, but it also says that Eesti Laul Start 2024 is on air right now, so I'm pretty confused, but we'll see what happens. Okay, I've done some research and I've managed to find the songs on jupiter.err.ee through a link from the official Eurovision website. I can listen to them with their videos now. And all the lyrics are provided as well, so I can translate them if I so wish. I don't know yet. We'll see. I can listen to all the songs now, so I'll see you once I've listened to the 20 songs. I'm back. I hope the angle hasn't changed too much because my camera did need a battery change. I will be honest, nothing blew me out of the water, but there was also nothing bad in the group, so a lot of kind of mediocre stuff and slightly better stuff, but once again, nothing that really speaks to me. I've decided not to talk about every song because I think I'll just repeat myself quite a bit. But there's quite a lot of rock, quite a lot of electronic stuff, quite a lot of singer-songwritery stuff, and a bit of clubbish music, whatever that's called, dubstep or something, I don't really know. And there were a couple of songs with musical theatre kind of inspiration in them, or one that really to me is just musical theatre, which I did enjoy. I didn't expect that at all, so those were a nice surprise, and they are in my top 10. I'll go over my top 5, but really it's more of a kind of top 4. The 5th one is just sneaking in there, but any of like the next 6 or 7 songs could have equally been in the top 5 on a different day. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit tired, so maybe my judgment is a little bit skewed. Out of curiosity, I did calculate the average number of points that I gave to the automatic qualifiers and the semi-finalists. The semi-finalists had an average of 5.3 reoccurring points in what I gave them, and the automatic qualifiers had an average of, depending on, I'm not quite decided on one song whether I should get 5 or 6 points, but depending on that, either 5.4 or 5.6. So barely better in my opinion. But the semi-finalists also have my favourite song in them and my least favourite song. So the automatic qualifiers are just safer, I guess, in my subjective opinion. I did translate the song titles and the lyrics themselves to have a fighting chance for the Estonian songs, and I think I might have shot myself in the foot there because 3 of my top 5 are in Estonian, and I don't know how to pronounce them. Anyway, as of right now, in my 5th spot, I've got Nele-Liis Vaiksoo with Kate Umberia. Don't know that's the pronunciation. I might put them on screen, to be honest, because my pronunciation might be that bad. It was a very nice ballad. It starts off with just the piano, it's pretty, and then it gets a bit epic. And I like songs in national languages, so I reckon that's why it landed in my top 5 today. It's a well-produced song. In my 4th spot, I've got Koravil, which slightly annoyed me because the video used AI. And I would like people to pay artists. I know maybe people don't have the budget for it, but I don't know how I feel about AI. Is it even ethical if it's based on stolen data from the internet? I would argue no, but we're yet to find out how that will play out in the next few years. The AI immediately annoyed me, and then as I listened to the song, did enjoy it quite a bit, and I can't fault the song because of the video, because it's the Eurovision Song Contest. So I keep focusing on the song, or at least I attempt to. It's electronic, and then he has a light rock voice, like very slight, and there's fun synth sounds. This one is just slightly above average in my opinion. But as I said, nothing really stood out to me in Eesti Laul 2024. In my third spot, I've got an automatic qualifier, Bad Boy from Brother Apollo. It was fun. The music video was fun also, but the music was good. I don't know what they put in the water over by Estonia and Finland, but they just seem to do rock a lot. The lyrics are a tiny little bit cringe and a little bit repetitive, but it is a fun song to me. I'm always on the side of rock and bands, so that's probably why it's so far up. But I'm happy to have at least one automatic qualifier in my top 5. In the second spot, I've got Serotonin from Annette Vaikmaa, I think. Wow, I just realised that Disney Princess is in her photo on my Eurovision scoreboard. Anyway, it's very, very Disney-ish rock song, which are like my weak spots. It's 2000s-ish or late 90s inspired. There's synth. It's not like massively brilliant, but it just hits all the right spots for me. And I like it being in Estonian, that always helps. I really hope she at least qualifies to the final, which it's looking good based on my Eurovision scoreboard. She's currently in 3rd place as I'm recording this, so that would be nice. I'd be perfectly happy with her going to Eurovision, to be honest. I'm not sure she'd qualify to the final of Eurovision. It would depend heavily on the staging, but I really enjoyed the song, and we'll see, maybe I'll keep listening to it even if it doesn't go to Eurovision. And in number 1, a little bit basic, it's also number 1 on my Eurovision scoreboard as I'm recording, is Ollie with My Friend. This is the only song I gave 8 points to, but just barely scraping by into the 8. It's rock, it's fun, it's a band-ish, it's a band look at least. It has a soft piano start and then it will transform into this hard rock, almost metal-ish thing, so that will work really well on the Eurovision stage. Have that element of surprise, and it, as far as I've understood the lyrics, does hit home a little bit, so that's also probably why it's become my number 1, because it's a touchy subject that I've not heard approached in a song, if I've understood the lyrics correctly. I will not be saying more about that, but could also be a reason why it's gotten so far up. So yeah, that's my top 5 of Eesti Laul 2024. I'm not convinced that all of my top 5 will be going to the final, but I did enjoy listening to these songs today. As I said, I'm a bit tired, so I will be wrapping up quickly. I'm a tiny bit disappointed that there's nothing that like really stood out to me, but that's not the purpose. I don't need to have the best song ever in every single national final. That would make it impossible to sort out my Eurovision top 37. I'm excited to see what the result will be. I'm really curious if the musical theatre song will go through to the final. There was also the one joke entry. Well, joke entry, I'm using that term very loosely. The longest title you've ever seen in Estonian, and I did quite enjoy it. The music was good. The lyrics aren't my kind of thing, but the music was good. I've dropped it in my 10th place. And then there was one song which I was very confused about. I don't know how it's meant to work. It was a very interesting mishmash of genres, and it's not for me, but I am curious to see how it will do, if it will go through to the final or not. Also, the level of like English pronunciation is so high. They all speak English very well. I'm very impressed, and I know that's kind of everyone in Europe nowadays, but at the same time it's not, so very impressed. But I'm glad that Estonia still has songs in Estonian, that it's not all English. There's quite a few of them, at least 4, I think there's probably more. That's always nice to see that national languages aren't being forgotten about, because I would love there to be 2 Eurovisions, one for national language songs and one for whatever language you want songs, which would be probably predominantly English, but one where it's mandatory to have your national language would be wonderful. But as we saw in the 90s, then the English speaking countries just dominate, so it doesn't really work, but in an ideal world. And a lot of people seem quite competent, even if they were to sing their songs live, that they would manage to do a good job, so that's also very nice. Okay, that is it now from me about Eesti Laul 2024. The next time I'll probably be speaking about it will be once the actual song wins, unless by February I'm doing live streams reacting to the national finals. I don't know, but I don't think so. I'll probably react to the song again once it's won to analyse how it could do at Eurovision, or with a brand new set of eyes of like, this one is going to Eurovision, so what do I think about it now? We'll have to see. I'm also probably not going to be doing videos about artist announcements, because my whole idea of listening to the songs only 5 times before all of the songs are released is to reduce potential biases being created. And if I look up an artist's back catalogue or what they're like, what their life story is or whatever, that will introduce more bias. So I'm trying to avoid that. I think the Netherlands is announcing someone on Monday. If it is Joost Klein, maybe I'll make a video, but I don't think so, because I've already heard enough about him, so there's already bias there. Unless it's an artist who I already previously know and have strong opinions about, I will not be doing videos for artist announcements. I'm just doing videos about the songs because it's the Eurovision Song Contest. That's what I'm trying to focus on the whole time. Even though my own personal biases will always come into it, I'm trying to focus on the songs themselves. As a side note, this isn't relevant to Eesti Laul, but it's relevant to today. Jan released the song Charisma, which compared to all the other songs he's released since Gladiator is the most similar to Gladiator in my opinion. And an Instagram account that seems to know things before they're officially announced, and I don't really know how, but they said there's news for Poland coming soon, so I am letting myself live in potential delusion that Jan might be taking Charisma to Eurovision for Poland in 2024. We'll have to wait and see, but he is also not doing anything after like February or March, so he's got time in his schedule, and I would love to see Jan at Eurovision 2024. I do prefer Gladiator slightly to Charisma, but it's very good. Well then, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do hope that you enjoyed it, that you got something out of it, maybe you had fun. I will see you in the next one whenever that shows up in your feed. Bye! Totally blown out. I don't know what's happened. I need to change the settings. Love you, Rabbi. No, I need to put them in order on the app first.